So hi guys, I got a new deck, Self-Care Wisdom by Cheryl Richard Harrison. I thought we could do a pick a card self-care reflection thing. So I'm gonna shuffle, so for 1, 2 and 3s. So what kind of self-care can you give yourself right now? So what kind of self-care can you give yourself right now? For number 1s. All right, so we've got security. We're talking about security. I've got writing on the back, so as you look at the card. When so number 1, so when you think of security, what words or pops up into your head? Where do you feel you need your security? Okay. And then I'm going to read from the card. True security comes from having a reserve of time, space and energy, personal power and love. Make a deposit in all of these accounts and you'll be a wealthy person indeed. Now, I don't know if there's like chronic pain warriors about, but we've got like the 5-spoon method. I don't know if you've heard of it. So the 5-spoon method is where to put your energy, where we can put our energy. So if we're having a bad day, say for instance, we might find that there's certain things that we can't do. So we look at the 5 things that we can do that day. So it could be having a shower, real simple things, right? Having a shower, making us some food, making our bed, washing up. As you can see already, it's dindling, right? Obviously, it depends on the chronic pain and what of that day. I'm not speaking, so I'm just trying to sort of, you get what I'm sort of saying. So look at your life and your security about where you can reserve your time, your space and energy. Have you been giving out too much outside? And maybe you need to reel it in and probably give to yourself. Well, that's 1 spoon, personal power. What motivates you? What could it be? It could be the gym and stuff, so you could think, well, that's another spoon. Your time. Who haven't you seen of late? So who haven't you contacted, made that time for? Or is it that you need time for yourself? Whatever it is, your circumstances. So this is like a time to be sort of like using like the similarities of the 5-spoon method of looking back and looking at your day and thinking, where can I put my energy and what is important to me and what will lead me into my security, to know that I feel more connected in my body, I feel safe, on that aspect. So that's number 1s, okay? So number 2s. Number 2s for self-care for you. Okay. Right, so happiness. Cup of happiness. Now I like when I got my herbals, right? That's my cup of happiness. That's my time in the mornings to have a herbal tea, contemplate the day, process what's happened the day before, so what is your cup of happiness? There you go. What is your cup of happiness? What makes you happy here, right? So your thinking will either make your happiness or take your happiness, your choice. So again, they're saying about processing. Remember when I was saying about processing your thoughts and stuff? Okay, so it's like how can we change our mindset? There's a great app that I use. I don't use it as much as I did, and I've got my phone there so I can't look, but it's like a 5 minutes of gratitude app, so it's like contemplating, maybe there's something that you can do to bring that happiness in. What is it that you enjoy? Have you been illustrating that in your routine? So it's, how can you get out of your mindset and into your happiness? So I'm going to leave that with you. Number 3, this is your message. Quite cool cards, aren't they? Okay, cool cards for self-help, right? Yeah, self-help. So, rebel. Oh, I like a bit of rebelling. It's good to be a bit of a rebel. There's nothing wrong with that. It's time to celebrate the fact that you don't fit in. Stand out on your own 2 feet. So know that that it's okay to be different. It's okay to be a rebel at times and go against the grain of life and what people perceive how life should be. You know, live in your authentic self. It is okay to be different and have different points of views. So yeah, be a rebel. Go against the grain, and don't let anyone dim your light with your methods and ideas and stuff. If it works for you, then that's great, isn't it? As long as it works for you. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. I quite like that. Bit of self-care, self-healing. So if you come across this reading is for you. If you did like the message, like the messages, or you've got some clarification, please comment, or just a like would be great. It helps me and it helps my channel. But if not, you have a great day. And yeah, good reflection. Take care. Lots of love.